Hey y'all, just send me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm gonna get started in just a second here. Just waiting on two more people to enter. Okay, good. You can hear me. Perfect. I'm going to get started. I'm waiting on two more people. They telling me they're having trouble getting into this. So give me just a second here. It's going. It's perfect for me. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am streaming this into my group too on YouTube. So if y'all don't know what that is, it's just a part. I have a group on YouTube where I have a couple of my Girl Talk folks on there. And I'm just recording this for my own purposes so I can watch it later. So anyway, so I'm going to get started, y'all. And we're going to learn how to grow our social media account. So anyway, so as you guys can see, I'm Coach Nora. This is how to grow your social media account. If y'all got questions, just leave them in the chat with me. If you got questions on that YouTube group, y'all can as well drop me some questions over there as well. So I'm gonna get started, and hopefully these slides work and we get through them as quick as possible. My goal is to keep as close to time as I can, but I want to answer any questions or anything y'all have as I go along through these slides. Okay. I'm gonna move. Okay. All right, y'all, meet the teacher. It's me. If you guys don't know me, I know all y'all already know me, but I'm Nora. I'm a life coach, life and business coach, and I've been doing this since 2015. I've thoroughly enjoyed the journey. I have a nonprofit organization called Girl Talk Inc. We foster mental and emotional well-being. Right now, I'm currently in grad school pursuing my counselor's degree and doing that at Langston University. I already had 2 degrees before that, one from Rhema Bible Training College and also one from Southwest Baptist University, one in psychology and the other one in youth ministry. So that's a little bit about my background and who is teaching you today. Just recently got into becoming a content creator, well, not recently, guys. I actually been doing this for quite some time, since about 2016. Just recently figured out how to monetize my account in 2022. And so we've been monetized since then. Just realizing how to sell my content online, realizing how to monetize my platform and tell my story in a way that I can produce revenue for myself and build wealth for my family. So I'm excited to teach you guys tonight. I'm excited for you guys to be here. I think that this is going to be a class that you can take notes. So please take notes. Please ask questions, but don't worry, have no fear. I'm going to email you guys this PowerPoint at the end of our session here today. And hopefully you'll take more classes with me in the future and I can create more classes for you guys as well. So super excited for y'all to be here. So what are we going to cover tonight? We're going to cover defining your niche, content quality, platform selection, profile optimization, engagement, collaborations, monetization, which is big money. And I know you guys have been waiting for that, and analytics. And we'll summarize all that at the end. All right, what is the primary goal for the whole content creation, social media class webinar that I'm putting on today? The whole primary goal is to grow your social media platforms, to increase new clients and sales for small or growing business, driving traffic to your websites, converting followers into loyal supporters or customers, fostering relationships to date your audience, increase brand visibility, and to gain visible feedback from your client and your audience. All right, y'all, let's get right into this. I'm so excited about this part because it's the part that really started and changed the game for me. It was that I defined my niche or found out who my target audience is. Defining your niche is choosing a specific topic or theme that reflects your interest and expertise. Focusing on a niche helps attract a target audience. Target audience is who are you trying to reach? How old are they? Where are they from? Are they male or female? What city do they live in? Your niche is so important. And I talk a lot across all my platforms about niching down. And you got to learn how to niche down, guys. You got to learn that niching down and getting yourself in a place to where you can survive and thrive in your own area is a game changer. It's what's going to, and it's the reason why I also had this slide as the very first thing, because if you don't do this part well, none of the things that I'm going to teach you tonight are going to matter. You need to niche down. And the reason why you need to niche down is because you don't want to look like every other person on the internet. The internet is a very busy place. Social media is a very busy place. And you don't want to get lost in the sauce. And by defining your niche and who you are, that gives you visibility in your own game, because nobody can be you, right? There can be no duplications of who you are, what you bring to the table, and what your brand is. There may be people who sell makeup. There may be people who sell clothes. There may be people who do what I do and coach people, but they don't do it quite like you. So what is your niche? What are you bringing to the table? What problem are you trying to solve? These are statements that you need to figure out for yourself. What's the solution to the problem? And that all of these answers, when you begin to answer how old your people are they male or female? What do they enjoy? What problems are you solving? What is the solution? You have literally created what your niche is. And so when you're talking about your niche, you need to be able to talk about that niche in one complete sentence. What do I bring to the table? What problem am I trying to solve? If you are solving a problem, what is that problem? As I was building my brand, I found out that there are women out there who don't believe in themselves. There are women out there who have maybe struggled with postpartum, or they may have struggled with grief. They may have mental issues, depression, and I wanted to be an answer. And what was the solution to that is to empower them, to help them go from one place in their life to another place in their life. And I'm just talking about my niche right now, but I don't know what your niche may be. It may be in the medical field. It may be, you may be a clothing designer. You may be you may be in all type of different fields. I don't know what everybody's field is. And when I'm reaching out to people, I try to tell them, you need to narrow that down. Those are questions you need to ask yourself. Who am I trying to reach? When I was digging, I realized that I was trying to reach women, and not just any woman, because some of my women were too young, some may be too old. I realized that the woman I was reaching was probably someone like myself, a millennial. If I was reaching a millennial woman who was probably at the bud of her, probably had already graduated high school, graduated college, was entering into adulthood, maybe becoming a new mom, maybe just now getting married, purchasing that first home. That woman was probably between 30 and maybe 45. So I realized that that was my niche. I narrowed it down. So I started to do things that targeted those women. Okay. I began to target people that were in my market, but I didn't know who they were until I defined, once again, my niche. So you have to define who you're trying to reach, who you're trying to target, because all your content, everything that I'm going to teach you after this needs to be geared toward these people. Okay. And if you don't know who they are, it's like throwing paint at the wall or throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it sticks. You don't know what sticks and what doesn't. But if you know your audience and what your niche is, you know that this is going to resonate with this type of woman. Okay. Profile optimization. Okay. That's the very next slide. Oh, wait, let me go back. Does anybody have any questions? Y'all can raise your hand or you can type it in the chat about defining your niche or asking me about what I did to define my niche. You can ask me that now. Okay, and I'm gonna go on though, and I'll wait for y'all to drop it in the chat too. I realize I'm live too on the other place, so I'm trying to stay on key. Okay, listen. Okay, so profile optimization. Profile optimization involves fine-tuning various elements of your social media profile. Okay, so you want to make it appealing and informative. Your profile picture needs to look good. It needs to be professional. Okay. I know some of y'all thinking like professional. I got to go get a photo shoot. I don't have it. I'm a new brand creator, Nora. I ain't got money to go out there and be spending money on no professional photo shoot. Y'all, your iPhone will do it. Your that smartphone in your hand that you paid thousands of dollars for, that will work just fine. Get your good ring light, set it up, get your hair done, do your makeup if you can do makeup. If not, that's where you can fuel your dollars, hire somebody to do your makeup that day, get your hair done, and take yourself some nice profile pictures to put on your profile. Because you want to create a profile that looks professional, that looks like somebody who is ready for business, whether you're a content creator, a new business owner, or someone who is currently building or have a business already going, but you want to scale up that business. You want to check out your profile, your username and handle. That's very important. Choose a username that's consistent with your brand and is easy to remember. Something that's catchy. Mine's is Coach Nora, and this is not a strange name for me because people have called me Coach for a while. I used to work in I worked in a retail place who will remain nameless because I don't want to give them anything unless they're paying me. But they call me Coach because I coached my entrepreneur. So I realized that at that time I was teaching and training and showing a craft. I was empowering my associates to be better associates or optimizing them as associates. So I have been called Coach. So Coach Nora is catchy to me. I feel like it's a catchy thing. And also my nonprofit was Girl Talk. That's something you can remember. It's not no long drawn out thing. It's just Girl Talk. People like to have Girl Talk. It's something you can remember. It's relatable. It's a good handle to have. So when you're thinking about your handle on these different platforms, whether it's TikTok or whether it's Instagram, Facebook, no matter where you're at, YouTube, you want a handle that's catchy and something that's consistent with your brand and it's easy to remember, nothing hard or crazy. And it can even sometimes just be your first name. If you are the face of your brand and that is you, then it can be something simple. Or if you already have a product that you sell and you have a name for those products, then you can use that. You want that to be as catchy as well. So, okay. Your bio and your about section. You need to craft a concise and compelling bio that describes who you are and what you do and what value you offer. Use keywords that are relevant to your niche. Once again, you need things that are relevant to your niche. You got to know what your niche is in order for your bio and your about section to be relevant to that. So when you go to my bio, I'm going to be talking about women and reaching women because my niche and my group of folks I'm trying to reach are women between the age of 35 to 45, millennial women. That is the group that I'm trying to reach. And most of you guys watching on YouTube and here on Zoom are probably millennial women because my platform was geared toward you. I was trying to reach you. Regular updates. Okay. You want to keep your profile current. You want to keep it updated. If you're doing an event or you got a new product line coming out, or if you have a new website or you have stuff, you need to make sure your links are current. So when people go to your page or go see you, or you may be being shopped by brands, they need to be able to click on your links and everything to be current. You can't keep going ghost. If you're going to be serious about your business, you got to stay relevant in your business. You can't be here 1 minute and gone the next. You can't let stuff sit for 2 or 3 months or 2 or 3 weeks. It is a daily job when you are optimizing your profile or you're trying to make it on social media. Okay, when you're doing social media business versus brick and mortar business, or I call it real life business. I talked about this on my last call with my ladies that we did this webinar, and I call it real business because it's out in the real world. But honey, there are people on these very websites that are making millions of dollars without leaving their own home. But the game is different over here than it is when you're out doing what I call the real world. So if you are on social media, you have to understand that you have to be on social media in order to grow your business on social media. You cannot peek your head in whenever you get ready, or you're not going to go nowhere. Okay. So your landing pages, they need to support your goals and what you have, your websites and everything that you have need to support, and all those links need to be updated, and people need to know how to find you. Your contact information, ensure your contact details such as your website, email addresses, and location information are up to date and accessible. That means when they go to your website, it doesn't give them an error because you ain't paid the bill on that and you don't even care about that because you don't use it, okay? And you ain't used it in months or years, and it's just kind of sitting over there. So let's clean up our profile and make it appealing to the eye. Profile optimization. All right, y'all. We really pushing right on through this content quality. Oh, hold on. I got a question in the chat. Let me see what it say. Oops, let me get it together. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I did the same thing when I got started. So don't worry, guys. I would get on one. And it really just happened because I had so many different platforms going all at once. And I'll talk to you guys about that too, is about targeting one platform that you're good at and maxing it out. And that's truly how I was able to grow so big on Facebook. And so a lot of the things I'll talk about today are going to relate to Facebook because that's the platform I grew on. But don't sell yourself short because you can grow and blow up on any platform, whether it be TikTok, YouTube, whatever the case may be. You have to find out what platform your core audience is at, and you max that sucker out to the max. And I found out when I put all my eggs in a basket, and of course I repurpose content and put stuff on different platforms, but Facebook was my main base, and that's where I stayed because that's where I was received the best, and that's where I grew the most. So I found out my target and core audience is truly on Facebook because platforms matter. What platforms you produce on and create content on definitely matters. Because your people may be on TikTok, your people may be on YouTube. I just ran into a creator the other day who had 165,000 followers, 165,000 K followers on YouTube. But when I went to his Instagram, he had 2,000. See, he found his niche, he found his people, and they were on YouTube. They were not on Instagram. So you got to understand, just because somebody got 0 or a couple thousand on another one, don't mean they didn't find their niche somewhere else. Just like me, you go over to my TikTok, I got about 4,000 folk over there. If you go to my Facebook, you'll see that's where I got my big audience of 30,000 people and growing. So you got to know where your people is. And I found my people, and I'm so excited. I don't ever want to leave y'all. So anyway, consistency, content creation, content quality, y'all. Consistency, uniqueness are key. Maintain a consistent posting schedule to keep your, sorry, my thing is blocking. Maintain a consistent posting schedule to keep your audience engaged and informed. You got to be consistent with with your posting. You got to a lot of people ask me, Nora, how many times do I need to be posting a day? 2 to 3 times a day. I know that seems like a lot for working folks and people who do a lot, but what I do is I take the same video and I chop it up into 3 different videos and I post all 3 different videos that day, because the more you post, the more exposure you get, the more times you'll be in a news feed. And it also depends on what platform you're on. 2 to 3 times on TikTok is easy. I could even say you could go up to 5 on TikTok because it's such a rapid pace. It moves so fast. TikTok is just like fast. It's always moving. The more videos you put up, and the thing is when you put up a video, y'all, you got to understand you're not bombarding your audience because half of them don't see it anyway. Especially when you start really growing and you get into these 10,000, 12, 15, 20, 30,000, 100,000 followers. Everybody is not going to see that content. Everybody's not going to see every video you're posting. So sometimes people get anxious and nervous about people not seeing their content, and you can't get nervous about it. You can't get anxious. Just know that Sally may not have seen that video, but she'll see that one. She may not see this video, but she'll see that one. But if you're not posting nothing for them to see, how could they ever have anything to choose from? So you got to be posted and you got to do it consistently. So the algorithm, and I'm going to talk a lot about it, but it needs to know you're consistent and you're serious, but they won't know that unless you're consistently posting. Okay. Virtual appeal. Once again, it says use high quality. My PowerPoint says use high quality images, videos, and graphics that are visually appealing and well composed. But honestly, your iPhone and your smartphones will do just that. And I do, like, if you go to my Amazon, you can see some of, if you go to my link tree on my Facebook page, you'll see that I have linked some stuff in my Amazon storefront that creators can also use to start themselves out, you know, just some mics and different stuff, which I don't have on a mic today, y'all. And I really don't. I got a ring light above me and I'm on Zoom. I pay a subscription on Zoom to have longer videos. And then I bought a ring light off of Amazon and I pretty much can go live and do what I want. It's really not that serious. Honestly, it's just not. And people who tell you that it is are lying. As you get more professional and as you grow and you may get brand deals or you'll get things down the line that'll cause you to have to be more creative with your videos, you got to pay to play. And honestly, if folks is not paying me to go do and buy all that extra equipment, I'm not about to go do it. So if a brand is paying me more, I will go and buy higher end quality stuff. So does that make sense? So as you grow, your visual appeal will grow as well. If it takes that, I know a lady on TikTok. She's like her TikTok right now is really popular, and it's called like the random baby daddy from Atlanta, and she just makes videos with her and her baby during lunchtime, and it's like literally on her iPhone, and she has almost 1 million followers. And is being paid well. So it's not always about high quality videos. It's more about authenticity, which is the next one I'm going to talk about. Being your genuine, authentic self and creating content that is authentic and unique to you. And people love when people are authentic, especially on TikTok. And I know I'm talking a lot about TikTok, but I blew up on Facebook. But what I noticed that no matter where you go, if you are authentic and you are showing your human side of your brand, talking about stories about you, those are the videos for me that have done the best. I remember when I made a video about my husband cutting his hair, or I make videos about my daughter's birthday parties. Those are the videos that get the most views. I did one when I did a gender reveal. It was an old video from like 2016. I reposted it in like last year. That sucker went viral. I mean, like 40,000 views, which got, you know, you got your girl paid because I get paid per view. Okay. So when I do those lifestyle content and I mix it in with my business, I'm being authentic. They get to see who you are. Your content is essentially giving your audience an opportunity to understand and know who you are. But if you're not open about who you are and talking to them about who you are, they're not going to follow you. They need something to follow. Think about the people you follow on Facebook and Instagram and all these different sites. you feel some connection to them. They've gave you some relevance. They've been relevant to you. They've been authentic for you. They have gave you some type of visual appeal, and usually they're pretty consistent. You know that when you go on Facebook or you go on any of the social media platforms, are going to have something for you to look at, or something that they've shared, something, you know, that's either motivational to you, something that's funny to you, something you can relate to, something has pulled your heartstrings or drawed you in to that creator. So you got to think about that too when you're pushing out content and you're creating content. Is this relevant? Is this visually appealing? Is this authentic? And then storytelling. Are you telling stories while you're posting your content? What I learned about my content, and I'll be very practical too, because I want to leave you guys with some practical tools that I use. And this is where you get out your pen and paper. When you are doing content and you are posting videos and you know, you're making content, think about putting words on the screen and telling stories, because people truly need to read the stories that you're posting. Like, I'll put a reel up and I'll say, hey, I'm 33 years old, or I'm 35 years old. I'm really 38. I'll tell them my age, my name, and that I'm on a weight loss journey and why. And I'll say all of that on top of a video of me, uh, a 7 to 8 second video of me on the treadmill. And people love just regular, ordinary things. You can make a video of yourself walking down the street. You can make a video of yourself driving in a car, drinking a Starbucks coffee, any of that things, and then put some words on top of it. Putting those words on it does a couple of things. One thing it does is make them read it, so they'll watch it longer, so you'll get retention on that video, which will make you go into the news feed a whole lot quicker. And y'all let me know if I'm dropping gems, because I feel like I am. But when you're doing that, you are definitely giving yourself an opportunity to have people reread and look at that stuff over and over again. Because first of all, you're telling a story and you put it on top of something. And then and another thing you're doing is you're giving an audience an opportunity to get insight to who you are. You're essentially dating your audience. And I talk a lot about dating your audience because we need to date our audience. You wouldn't go up to somebody and say, hey, will you marry me? I don't know you from Adam. I've never met you. Why would I skip straight to dating? Well, that's what we do essentially. Hey, buy my stuff. Hey, I don't know you, but buy my products. Take my coaching classes. Do these things with me. Whatever it may be, you have to date your audience. They don't know who you are. So many scams and crazy stuff going on the internet. You have no choice but to date your audience. You got to get to know them. And you do that through your content. You date them through the content that you post, whether it's long form, short form, statuses, quotes, whatever it is. You got to date your audience. You can't just randomly try to sell them something and they don't know you from Adam. So in order to do that, you date them through your content. Okay. So if I'm posting content and it needs to be interesting, it needs to be relevant, it needs to be authentic, because essentially that's an opportunity for your target audience or your target market to later on come back and purchase for you. Okay. All right. You wanna date them well. Okay. Good stuff. All right. So the next thing is to adapt to your platform. Tailor your content to fit the specific requirements and preferences of the platform. Facebook don't like people to use songs. They like you to do voiceovers. Okay. So and I don't know what happened. My thing just literally went to the okay. Facebook literally loves for you to use your own voice. If you go on, a lot of platforms actually do love voiceover. So if you do a good voiceover and you got a good speaking voice, use it. Okay. If you don't got one, put some songs on there, whatever you need to do. But if you do put a song on there, make sure the song is a trending song. Yeah. Okay. It's something that's already went viral, it's trending at that time. You know, we like old school songs, we like this and we like that, but the algorithm may not like it. Okay. Just because you like Jagged Edge or whoever is from old school doesn't mean the algorithm is enjoying it right now. So you need to type in viral songs. You need to go listen to other creators that have lots of views on their video and see what song they use and take that song and put it over yourself drinking coffee at the coffee shop. And while you're drinking coffee and yes, you have to record yourself sometimes. I do it quite often. I've gotten used to it. I will set my camera up and I will record myself drinking coffee. I record myself working. I record myself driving in the car. I record myself playing with my kids, just doing everyday, ordinary things. I put words on top of it. And sometimes I'll do a voiceover so people can hear my voice because I feel like I do have a good speaking voice. Or some days I don't have a conducive background that I don't have a conducive background. So what I'll do is I'll put a popular song on top of it because my kids are in the, in the room going crazy, or I don't have a quiet setting to record. So I'll put a good song on it. I got my words dropping all over the screen, causing people to have to rewatch and read it. And a good time limit on videos, y'all, is 5 to 7 seconds. 5 to 7 seconds and get the heck out of there. Okay. Don't be going in there and going hard. And if it's a long form video and it's 1 minute long and you're teaching a skill or you're showing somebody cooking, you're saying, okay, this is how you start your meal and you go from here to there, then you can have a little longer. But if you just showing a video and you want them to read something, give it to them in 5 seconds. That's going to do one of two things. That's going to make them have to watch that video over and over because ain't no way they was able to read that long paragraph in 5 seconds or read all that about you facts that you 35, you in school, you got 3 kids, you married, all of that in 5 seconds. So guess what? They're going to watch it again. Or you giving them some life skills. For me, I'll do 7 ways to have self-care, and I'll maybe take a long bath, go on a walk, listen to your favorite music, journal. I'll have all 7 points lined up and I'll drop all 7 of them mugs at the same time, forcing them to have to watch my video twice, 3 times, 4 times in order to digest the content that I'm giving them because they can't get all that at once. Or you can give tips for skincare, give skincare routines, or you can 5 ways to do whatever. You give them valuable information. So that's what you want to do with your audience. You want to give them value. Okay. I know on IG you can tell when a person's song is trending. Does Facebook tell/show when a song is trending? Yes, it does. Absolutely. If you go down to that little tab on Facebook, it'll tell you what's trending. And you can also figure out what's trending when you are on Facebook and you see somebody sharing that audio over and over and over again. When you get ready to post your Facebook, and I need to put my Facebook up here, y'all, but I'm so scared I'm gonna mess up the other screen, I'm sure. But I'm gonna drop in and show y'all my Facebook page here in a minute so y'all can see everything that I got going on Facebook as well. And what I kind of try to do on my platform, and I want y'all to be able to mirror that on y'all as well. So adapt to your platform, clear messaging, ensure you're captioning, get you a good caption. If you guys do not know about the holy grail of AI right now, it is ChatGPT. Okay, download that app. I live by the ChatGPT, and I'm not playing. I absolutely live by it. Sorry, it's chat PTG or Chat GPT. I'm sorry, I'm messing up my words so bad here, but y'all get that app, download it because it's the game changer of statuses and captions and hashtags. Because I just don't have time to come up with catchy captions all the time. I'm a busy mom. I'm a busy student. I'm a wife. I work. I run this business. Listen, I have a lot on my plate. I don't always have time to come up with heartfelt captions or things that's going to make people, go buy my products and stuff. So I go to Chat GPT and I type in what my content is about, and they give me a nice caption, even hashtags. I copy and paste that, and I put that at the end of my video, and it does very well. It also helps me to be able to, put anything together. Like Chat GPT will put everything together that you can think of. It is the app to have. Download that app. Okay, free game. If you ain't already doing it, download it. It helps me with all my captions, my Facebook statuses, quotes that I use sometime. I go there and get them, and it creates hashtags. If I put in, I'm a hairstylist and I need hashtags, it'll come up with all my hashtags. static, or I have a caption. Even for this class, when I put together my caption, chat PTG or chat GPT put that together for me, and it's absolutely free. It don't cost you a dime to download it. Okay. CTA, your call to action. Incredibly important that you have a call to action. What do you want them to do with the content you just gave them? And I spend a lot of time on content quality because it needs to be spent. It needs to be spent time on because people, this is your bread and butter right here. This is what's going to eventually get you paid. This is going to bring your brand deals. This is what's going to allow you to scale up your business when it comes to social media. If you don't desire to have a brick and mortar or ever leave your home, this is the way to do it. Online, social media marketing, and online content. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop sharing right quick, y'all, just so I can, because I need to check on YouTube because they probably asked me over there and I ain't said nothing to them. Sorry, y'all. I love y'all. But I also want to share my screen if I can. Let's. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm gonna try to share my Facebook first. Okay. I know y'all still there, but I want to go to Facebook because I want to show y'all kind of my behind the scenes of what I got going on Facebook that you may not be seeing as just a regular person. And I know some of us may be monetized in the group. Okay, here we go. All right, y'all. This is my Facebook. This is my Facebook, y'all. So hopefully y'all can see it. Yeah. All right. I'll let you. All right. So y'all, this is my Facebook. I hope y'all can see it. And I got that out here on purpose because I want y'all to see my Facebook page and kind of what I do. Um, okay. If I can work it, y'all, I'm out here without a mouse and it ain't no good for me. Okay. I don't know how I got to memories, but that's not where I want to be. Okay. So this is my Facebook page. I am Nora Brown, and I'm out here letting everybody into my business because y'all need to be, because I want y'all to really win on Facebook. And I thought the best way to do that is to get y'all on some real stuff, because we can play games all day, but are we really winning? Okay, so this is my Facebook page, and this is monetized. So I have money on here, and I'm going to go view my tools. And this is my professional dashboard. That's my reach, which as y'all can see is really big. My post engagement, I got 62 new followers. I don't know if that was today. I haven't got a lot of new followers in the last 28 days, but I've been getting a lot of reach from my folks. This is my content. I share as much as I can from other people. I try to make sure my audience is engaged. This is my dashboard. I think people have this. I don't know how everybody's looks, but as y'all can see, women. Like my target audience is women. These are the men that's on there. This is my age demographic right here, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, millennials, like I said. How I figured out my target audience is by looking at my analytics, which I'll go over later on as well. And I'll continue to refer back and forth. Here's my payouts. So I don't know how much it is this month, but I'm going in here showing y'all all my business. I'm letting y'all in my business. Okay, so this is what I've gotten off of Facebook in the last year or so. If you guys look and see, These are my payouts from Facebook. You know, obviously March was a real good month for me, but you know, it varies. January, I did pretty good as well. It just varies. And this is just Facebook. Instagram pays me as well. I got to this point, and these are my girl talk pages, which also pay me on a different platform. So I get paid from them too. And they don't make me as much as my bigger page, but there's my payments from them as well. I just wanted to let you guys know that this works and that if you follow these tips and tricks that I'm doing and that I'm teaching you guys, it will work. Okay. It has no choice but to work. And I wish I would have had someone teaching me the way I'm teaching you guys, because I had to learn all of this by just bumping my head. I had no idea about any of this. I had to find out the hard way, which is trial and error and years of just working stuff. Okay. And I think you asked a question to me, Tasia. I know. Okay, yeah. You asked me about the trending songs, which this I use everything on my app and I'm on my actual computer right now. And so everything looks different on here than it does on my computer. So it's crazy. So I'm gonna screenshot you later on from my phone by my reels because I'm literally stumbling over this stuff on here because I'd never got on Facebook from my PC. But anyway, y'all, this is my link tree. Um, so I have a link tree with everything lined up on it. It has all of my stuff, easy access to my group people, like they can hit me up. I have my booking website first because that's what I want y'all to do first is book. I have all my pages, my Amazon storefront, my weight loss journey, which has attracted a big amount of my people, my following. People have followed me for my transformation here lately, which I have to have. Okay, no worries. Okay. Yeah, because I want to show you that and see to make sure that they do have a button on there that has trending music on it. I'm gonna go to my reels too. Even see them on here. Let's see. Oh, I never go on here from. Okay, so here's one of my reels that I posted this morning. I made this on. This is a reel of me doing a transition. I put some words on my screen from before and after. I'm gonna let this kind of grow. Look like I got 5 shares on it so far. And so let's edit this or audit my reel right quick. So I forgot to put a call to action because I wanted them to follow, like, and share this video, and I did not put that. So shame on Coach Nora for not putting a call to action on there. I do got words on the screen, and I do have a trend in audio, which I don't know if y'all can hear, but I put a trend in audio on there. But it says original. If you notice right here, it says original audio from Nora. That means that I created this audio and they don't know that this came from another platform because I use something called and this is T. Okay, y'all, this is something you ain't finna find on YouTube nowhere. This is something I learned on my own. It's a website called musicaldown.com. Okay. And it's a tick, it's a downloader and it's completely free. And I'm gonna type it in the chat too. Okay. Switch the screen to bigger. It's at so okay. Let's see. I don't want it to be. Oh, we didn't make this. Oh, okay. It, okay. Let me know if you can see it. Okay. I don't know if you can now. Um, okay, let me give you this website too. I'm gonna put this in the I'm gonna put it in both chats because so this is a little trick I do, y'all. So my music, and I know I'm hitting y'all with a lot of information tonight, but ain't none of it wrong. All of it is good. It's worth every all your time, I promise. It's called Musical Down. And the reason why I use Musical Down because it writes off um logos. It takes off logos from TikTok. So I make all my videos in TikTok. And then I go download the video into Musical Down, and it basically erases the copyrights and takes off the logo. So when I post it onto Facebook, it comes up as my own music and my stuff. So if people use that audio or they see my video and they say, oh, I like that song, I'm going to share that video. This is how, and I don't know if this is like shady, but this is how people can make a song and not get credit for it on different platforms or whatever. But you don't want to get flagged because Facebook has a thing to where they don't allow you to use music and get paid through ads. And I have ads. I get paid from my ads, and I also get paid from my content. So if someone's running an ad on my video, and I want y'all to see what I'm talking about, but I gotta minimize this really quick. Yeah. So if I got an ad running, if people are using my video to run ads, they can't have other people's lyrics on it. It has to be a voiceover from me or a song that's my original voice, if that makes sense. But if I'm trying to be catchy and nobody knows me and I want a trending song, I can go to Musical Down, take off the copyright, take off the logo, and then go download that to Facebook, and then it'll say a Nora's original audio. Okay. Even though I have a song on the background, and this is a prime example of that right here. I have a song on there, but it says Nora's original audio. That's not my audio. It's a song. I don't know whose song it is, but it says Nora's original audio. So now people are able to run ads on my video. You see where it says see insights and ads? Oh, so it hasn't developed. You have to give it 24 hours to give you a post engagement, but post reach so far has been 329. Okay, that's what it's telling me on there, if that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining everything. Let me know if y'all got questions. So that video, like I showed y'all, is saying my original thing. I made this on TikTok. I downloaded it. Okay, you got a question here. Makes sense. Okay. So when you go to Musical Down, it's free. You have to do it from your computer. Don't buy the version of it that they saying you buy. Copy and paste your link. So if I have a TikTok, I wonder if I can share my screen for TikTok too. I don't know the TikTok computer. I'm gonna make sure y'all get all my secrets. Okay, I'm over here. Okay. So this is my TikTok. I didn't know. So you see this button right here, you hit share and you copy the link. Hit copy the link, and you would take that link and go over to Music Down, allow, because I already copied it, right? Now I'm headed over to Musically Down because I'm about to take this video and make it my own. This is how I share Sarah Jake's content you might see on my page. This is how I share Mike Todd or other inspirational people that's in my niche that empower people. And maybe they don't know Nora, but they know Mike Todd. They don't know Nora, but they know Sarah Jakes. They don't know Nora, but they know Dress Myers. So I'll go to Joyce Meyer's page on Instagram or whoever, and I will copy the link. I'll go to Musically Down. I think this is it. No, I don't know. Is that it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it is. Anyway, I'll go to, and they talking about the app. I don't know, y'all. It looks so different on this computer. Anyway, I'll take that link and I will download the video there, and it'll essentially wash the logo, wash everything off of that video that's connected to TikTok so they won't know that I'm repurposing it. I'll put it on my page, and people will love that Sarah Dakes video. They'll love that whoever video, but it's on my account. Remember, I posted it on Nora Brown account, and now everybody's watching it. And people who don't like you or may not want to support you or don't care to support you will share it because they love it. They don't even know that it's coming off of your page. So every time they sharing and sharing and sharing this inspirational video from whoever, I'm getting paid for it because I've taken that content and put it on to my website or to my page and repurposed it, because it goes along with my niche. Say for instance, you're a makeup artist or you are a fashion person or you're into those fashion things that people love, but you may not have the following or the influence that Rihanna has or you know, or Shein has, or whoever these designers are, Beyonce or whoever they are have. They already have a following and a profile and they're already rich and famous, but you're not, and you're trying to get credibility or get people to come to your page and become followers. So those things attract people to your page and they get people over to your page. So posting people's content that's like yours and kind of writing or whatever you want to say, you're kind of like using their following or using their brand to upload your brand. So when people come to your page and watch that video, what's going to happen is automatically the next video is going to be another one of your videos, right? And they're going to watch that video too. So I noticed that every video that I have that's went viral, they'll watch the one next to it and the one before it. The one after it and the one before will have a lot of views on it as well because they're watching both. Okay, so it's a little trick, you know, that's free game for y'all. Use other people's content, use other big creators' stuff if it matches within your niche to help you get your own brand off the ground. And I don't know what this is, and I'm scared to click on it because it might be give me a virus or something, but it's pretty much the website that I gave y'all. You go there, you copy and paste, you put it there, and you load it onto your own platforms, and it'll be washed. Okay, so that's essentially what that Musically Down. It pretty much pulls everything off of the video that's going to relate you to TikTok, and it gets that logo off of there because you can't get paid if it has logos on it or it's from another source. Okay. Anyway, so that's that on that. I was on that for a long time. And go back to my Facebook. Actually, I'm gonna go back to my PowerPoint. Because I need to see where I left out on. Content quality, content creator. I talked about co-creating. Co-creating is something that you can do. I have a whole section called collaboration. And I'm actually going to do this one first because I talked a little bit about this, but I won't go into detail. But platform selection is important. Find out what platform works for you, your engagement opportunities, why it's so important. TikTok, Facebook, they all have their own niche on their own that they're trying to reach. TikTok is known to be for the Gen Zs more. They cater to Gen Zs more than everybody else. Not to say that you can't blow up there. Facebook is more of a millennials platform because it was created by millennials or a millennial. created Facebook. Twitter is, I don't know what Twitter's target market is because I don't do a lot of Twitter, honestly, but I'm assuming it's for everybody. I'm not sure what demographic it's always trying to reach. It seems like a lot of people have had success there, but I won't speak on Twitter because I don't have a lot of experience there. Now, Instagram seems to be kind of like a pillar or a go-between or bridge between the millennials and the Gen Zs, but more leaning toward Gen Zs. I would say they're closer to a TikTok than the Facebook is. And then you go over there to your LinkedIn, and it's more like a business platform, but it's still very much a market over there on LinkedIn for people that are trying to scale up and be in a more professional space with their business. And they're trying to reach a demographic of professionals. Like if you're targeting professionals, then LinkedIn may be the place, especially young professionals that can do digital content and can digest it better. Over there, they're professional, but they're not dancing on TikTok and wearing wigs down their back and 25-inch bust downs, 30-inch bust downs. Okay, so but there's a market for those folks. Okay, it's just not on LinkedIn. So, brand consistency, effective focusing on a free platforms, offering better engagement, prevents you from spreading yourself too thin. And I said that over again. I did this when I first started. I was everywhere, but nowhere at the same time. I advise you as a small creator to start somewhere and just repeat, rinse and repeat. Good content 2 to 3 times a day, over and over until you see growth. Don't give up. Focus in on that platform. Give it 60 to 90 days, maybe 6 months to continue to consistently post and continue to look at your engagement and see what is going on over there. And if this is a platform I need to stay on. Okay. So that's incredibly important. Okay, sorry. Engagement. And I skipped it. Okay, come back. Okay, engagement. Engagement is incredibly important. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, can you see it now? Sorry. I didn't realize I was still on the other screen. Share your screen. I'm gonna stop sharing and then reshare to make sure you see the PowerPoint. And I'm gonna actually go back to it because talking and seeing it is two different things. And we was on profile platform selection. All right. And y'all didn't even tell me y'all couldn't see it over there. I got the YouTube. Okay, I'm seeing y'all messages now. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so engagement, y'all. But before I do that, let me go back to platform selection because y'all were just hearing me talk, but you can see it now. Select platforms that align with your content and target audience. Different platforms cater to different demographics and content types. I've said that about TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all different platforms that have different target audience. And it's good for you to do your research and find out what they target and who they're targeting. So if you go to and like I said, it's so funny, y'all, that we're gonna go over this because like I said, my target audience is millennial women between maybe 31, maybe 27, 28 to about 45, even up to 50. But those women are on Facebook, and it's because Facebook itself targets millennial women. Okay. So if you understand the platform that you're on, you will get better engagement on that platform. Does that make sense? So if you're on a platform that targets Gen Zs and your market is for Gen Zs, then that's where you would go. Okay. That's who you would target. So you got to understand who your market is for. And I also talked about LinkedIn a little bit because I wanted people to know that LinkedIn is out there doing some things. That they're moving very quickly to try to keep up with these TikToks, Facebooks, Twitters, and Instagram. And there is a demographic out there of young professionals that are looking for coaches. They are looking for makeup. They are looking for hair products. They are looking for clothing. They are looking for things. So there is a market on LinkedIn as well. Okay. Engagement opportunities are always up when you're on the right platform. Brand consistency, effective focus, efficiency, focusing on a few platforms offer better engagement tools such as polls, stories, or live videos. You're trying to figure out, hey, where can I go and thrive? If you are good at going live, if you want to do polls and stories, you got to pick platforms where you can do that, because everybody doesn't offer the same tools on every platform, right? So you want to get in a platform that offers you what you need. And sometimes they don't have what you need. Okay. So you need to figure out what I can do on what platform and where I can get the most engagement. Okay. Essentially what I said earlier about having 20K on one and 2K on another one. That wasn't your space. Okay. Engagement. Engagement is absolutely important. It's the holy grail. If you're not getting engagement on your post, then you're posting wrong. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say it again. If ain't nobody looking at your content, liking your content, you're either brand new or you're not following the things that I told you in the very first slide. Okay. If we go back to that very first slide, and that's about defining your niche, you haven't found your people. And then your profile optimization, your content, if all those things is not in order, you're not going to get any engagement. By engagement, interaction, what is engagement? Interaction with your audience by responding to comments and followers. You need to respond, you need to talk, you need to offer them something. Whether it's valuable, you need to add value to their lives. What can I offer to cause them to engage with me? Can I tell them 5 ways to care for themselves? Can I tell them a story about how I overcame grief? Can I talk to them about how to balance a schedule? What can I do to engage? Can I show them the newest trends in makeup? Can I show them the latest trends in outfits and how I would dress if I was a professional woman versus I was going out to the night scene? All of that is adding value to your following, to your followers and your supporters, and they're going to keep coming back time after time. Why is engagement important? Algorithm favorability. Many social media platforms use algorithms that prioritize showing content to users who are actively engaging with it. The more engagement your post receives, the more likely they are seen by a broader audience. That's a given. The more people who watch your stuff, the more times they're going to run it through the newsfeed. Increase visibility, the audience connection, and also engagement gives you social proof. Social proof and high engagement levels serve as a social proof indicating to new visitors that your content is worth engaging with. A lot of times when you go to people's page and they only got 300 followers or 2 or 3 100 followers, you look, okay, that's sus, that's suspect. Like they may not be quality people. If they're saying they're a lawyer and they only got 2,000 or 200 followers or 100 followers, I might not want them to be my lawyer because I don't trust them. I don't, who is this person? When you have a lot of engagement on your page and you have a lot of followers, because it's this thing where people say, well, I don't need followers, I don't need this. You kind of do and you kind of don't. But you need more than 200. I'll say that. You may not need thousands and thousands and thousands of followers, because there are wealthy people who don't, but you definitely need more than 200. You definitely need probably more than 1,000. You need people to be engaging with your content. You need to show social proof that you are the real deal. It wasn't until I got to about 10,000 followers that I felt comfortable to say that I know how to get a following. I had to show some social proof that I knew what the heck I was talking about, right? And even though I did before, I knew these things before, but when I was able to put them in action and actually practice what I preach and grow my following, then I had proof to that was good. And let me tell y'all a secret that I did to get some proof. When I very first started off, I would run ads, paid ads. Now people pay me to run ads on their, people run ads on my content. Like I have random ads running right now on all my content from other creators, from other businesses that run ads on my content because it gets views and they want to push their stuff out there. So Facebook essentially pays me to allow people to run ads on my content. But before I became a paid creator, I would run my own ads, right? I would run ads. But the thing is, I would run ads in other countries, y'all. I would run ads in Africa. I would run ads in Brazil. I would run ads all over the globe, everywhere but America. Okay. And what did this do for me? Nora, why would you run an ad in Africa? You don't know anybody. Didn't matter. People in different countries love Americans. They absolutely love our culture. They love to see the new faces. They support us. Okay. Your friends may not support you, your family may not support you, but the Brazilians do. Okay. And they love American stuff. And it can be anything. So they would run up my views. I would run an ad and I would specifically target these foreign countries because they love American culture. They love to see it. They don't care who it is. They think you're the next big thing. They don't know. They don't know what the next big thing is. They don't know not to like you and say that's nobody. So they watch, they share, they look, and I would put a video out, and it would run up to 4 or 5 thousand. One did went crazy, and it was 60,000. What that did for me was gave me social proof and credibility that I knew what I was talking about. I knew what I was talking about. I knew I had good content, but the world didn't know I had good content. So sometimes I would run ads in places that people didn't know where I was at, just so I could get more engagement on my posts, so it would go through more news feed here in the States, and therefore have potential clients be able to see my content, if that makes sense, when I was very new. Okay. Word of mouth marketing. When they engage, they naturally talk about you to others. So when people are engaged with your content and they just love what you post, they're going to talk about you to your friends. They're going to talk about you to your neighbors. We don't, Gucci or, Louis Vuitton, they don't pay us to talk about them or Telfar. We just talk about these brands because we love these brands. You want your content to be mouth watering. You want your content to be in a way where people love to talk about you when you're not around, but in a good way. If it's bad, it's okay, because hey, publicity is publicity, but you want to be a positive person. You want to have positive feedback from your potential audience. You want people to talk about what you've done, okay? So that's another way to get engagement, when people naturally engage with you. And I say that to say, because I didn't some of the work that I did or on my platforms in the very, very beginning, when I was very small, was not organic. I had to pay for the reach. Okay. But when I got credibility as a creator, or credibility as a podcaster, because I do podcasts and I'll do different things, when I got credibility there with my numbers, people would watch me on their own. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying this route is going to work for anybody. Y'all can go and do the things that I said before, because I ended up actually not running ads anymore anyway, because it was costing me too much money. And it was just, I didn't really need it anymore, because I kind of built my following on my own. But like I said, in the very beginning on my business page, I was able to do that to get people to come to my business page and, buy my coaching services, buy my t-shirts, whatever I wanted to do at the time. If I was having an event coming up, whatever, I'll run an ad on it and just run up the numbers. And then the people in the States would see I had 3,000 people liking this and sharing it. And, oh, okay, this must be an interesting event. Let me go. And it was a good event, because I feel like I put on quality events and brunches. I think they're great. All my people who visit them have. But they wouldn't have noticed me had I had no followers or no engagement or no likes, no shares. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, that's just a side note. Um, by focusing on creating content that sparks meaningful interactions, responding to comments, please respond to comments and don't leave people on red. Make sure you respond and you engage. And obviously this is going to work against you when you get big. You might have to bring in social media folks for you at that time. As big as I am, or as big as my platform has grown, and as much comments I have to try to answer, I do not honestly answer them all. I don't have a social media person. I need one. I would love to have one, but I do everything myself right now. until I grow. I'm scaling up as I go. So that's something I'm definitely gonna invest in the future, just to answer all of my people and make sure they stay engaged. Because once again, I'm dating my audience. I am allowing my audience to know who I am, and I want to engage. So I do have separate days on my social media content calendar where I just engage. So sometimes it'll be 2 or 3 days before I respond to somebody sometimes, but as a new creator, I don't want you guys to do that. Or if you're just starting off and you don't have a big old following and you're not getting a whole lot of comments and stuff like that, you should go back and like and talk to and add value to and engage with the people who engage with you. Because every time you talk to somebody and they talk back to you, your video, your picture, whatever you posted will go back through the news feed and give you more exposure. That's important. Okay. So engagement, engagement, engagement. Okay. Collaboration, partner with other creators or influencers in your niche to cross promote and tap into each other's audience. I do this in multiple ways. I do it through my interviews. I do one-on-one interviews with other creators or people that are in my niche who are in the business of helping folks, or life coaches. If you're hairdresser, if you are a makeup artist, if you are a cake decorator, if you are a lawyer, a doctor, whatever your niche may be, if you collaborate with other creators, you can use their platform to leverage people to come see you as well. Because when you go live on a platform and they go live on yours, you're getting an opportunity to expose to their audiences, and they're getting exposed to yours. So it's a dual collaboration. Another thing that I learned too that I thought was really cool is to go on to Instagram and share other content creators into your story and tag them. Okay. So, or write a review about a creator that you enjoy, or a brand or a product that you enjoy. Say, for instance, like I love Savage Fendi, and I'm going to talk about them because I love them so much. Maybe I'll go on my story and say, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this new outfit by Savage Fenty. It's great. I just absolutely love this. And I'll tag Savage Fenty in there. But so maybe they'll share that, they'll enjoy what you said about them, and they'll share it onto their profile, or they'll like it and comment on it. Well, somebody like Savage Fenty, who has 1 million followers or whatever, liking your piece of content is going to get you straight to the top of the algorithm, straight to the top of the news feed. You get what I'm saying? I had them like something and comment on one of my posts on TikTok, and it went straight through the roof. So those kind of collaborations without having to be paid kind of work for you. Or if you see another creator who may not be as big as them, maybe they have 100,000 followers, or 50,000, or 20,000, or 40, and you like the work that they do, you give them a review and you tag them, and they'll share that because they're happy. Like one time I shared a restaurant, I think it was Sugar Factory in Dallas. I shared a video on my story about them, and they reshared my story onto their main page. And I was like, yes. Or I'll go to a hotel and I'll stay there. And if I enjoy the hotel, I'll make a video, or I'll go live or something and say, hey, I like this hotel. And they'll reshare that onto their story. So stories are good. You want to keep resharing onto stories, because stories get more attention sometimes than even a regular post, especially if it's just a picture and it's not a reel, so that'll save you from having to make a complete reel and go get your ring light out and all that stuff. Just going in, doing a quick review on a restaurant or a hotel, and you tag that hotel, and they will reshare your story. People get a chance to see your face. You exposed to thousands of followers over there in their platform. So it's good that way. Collaborations can also come, which I don't have typed up. It can come in the form of brand deals, as brand ambassadors, affiliate deals, like I have with Amazon, where I'm an affiliate for them. Pretty much I'll buy their products, I'll make a video about it, and I'll say, hey guys, go buy this from Amazon. Okay. This is what I bought from Amazon. Here's my link, and they'll pay me a certain percentage of that purchase if you guys buy what I posted in my video, or buy what I'm selling. That's obviously down the road, because you got to have a certain amount of followers, and they have to do a review of your page and all of that good stuff. But it's not too hard to do once you do this. And like I said, if you do all the steps that I listed above, these collaborations, I think, will come to you pretty easy, and I say that, put a thumb in that, because it didn't come to me easy, but I'm telling y'all, so it can come to y'all don't have to make the same mistakes I did. My very last slide, but I have others in there that I'm gonna send y'all just for free, just for information, but this is the last one I'm actually gonna go over, because I know we close to time. Is your analytics. Okay, it is so important that you go and do analytics, that you go analyze and look at your insights on your page. And I don't want to get off of here again and go back to my Facebook and get this thing brought back off of here. I'm gonna stay right here. But it's a thing called insights on your Facebook. It's a thing on your TikToks. All of that will show you how you are tracking on these different social media sites. It'll also help you with your engagement. It helps you with your platform selection. It helps you with content creation and quality. Like, hey, do I need to up my game? Do I need to now, do I need to add more stuff? Do I need to take away more stuff? This helps you see how you're doing, okay? Regularly reviewing and your platform provides valuable insight, engagement, and demographic information too. So if you go to your page, it'll tell you, like I showed y'all earlier, how many women versus men. As y'all can see where my age demographic is, that's how I found all that out through my analytics. I look at that. I look at it probably about once a week. If I'm growing a lot and I'm moving a lot, like I have in the last year, I'll probably look at it 2 or 3 times a day. Sometimes, because it's moving literally that fast, I'll refresh my button and I'll have 15, 20 more followers every time I refresh my button. At one point, as I was growing this fast, like it was insane. But anyway, so I checked that a lot. I became addicted to my analytics because I needed to know how I was doing and how I was tracking, especially when I had money on the line. Okay. And so I get paid based off of my engagement. So I needed to see how I was doing. Okay. And it also lets you know what time of day works for you. It'll show you, like, hey, at 12 o'clock you do the best, or at 7 o'clock you do the best, because you never know. And when sometimes people ask me, hey, what time of day should I post? And I'm like, hey, it depends on your platform, when your audience is awake, and you can find the information out through your analytics at what time of day you do well and you get the most engagement. Okay. So that is how I measure and track. I do notice for myself, just me personally, that I do better in the early morning hours of the day because people are bored. If you notice, during COVID, people swarmed to social media because the world was shut down. So I think about that same aspect when I'm at home and I'm bored and I don't have anything to do, would be like late at night, right? Most things are closed. Everybody is at home. So between the hours of about 10:30, which is super late. I know if you gotta go to work, that's probably like, I ain't staying up that late, nor are you tripping. Okay, whatever. Don't stay up that late. Schedule it to come out at that time. But you can't schedule reels right now. They're working on it, a way to schedule your reels and schedule your content. You can schedule like posts, like pictures and statuses and stuff, but you can't schedule a reel. So you got to actually be physically up to post that reel. So but what I do is I make my reel earlier that day. I have my caption ready in about 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock at night. Depends on if I'm not tired, I will post that. Or I will do it early in the morning at 7 o'clock or 6:30, because I get up that early anyway to get my kids ready for school. So I'll post early, because what I'm trying to follow is when people are still and not moving when I first start. Because the reason why it's so important is because when you first post that reel, that's going to determine how well it does and how it grows over time. If you start out slow, it's not going to go anywhere, because Facebook's not going to continue to put it through news feeds when it didn't get credit in the first place. So you got to understand it's the same way on TikTok, it's the same way on YouTube, whether it's the shorts on YouTube or whether it's the TikToks over there or the reels on Facebook. If you start off poorly, you're going to continue to do poor on that reel throughout the process of it growing. Okay. So it's important to know when to post and how much to post, and keep checking your insights. And I just said that all this was easy, and it is not. It's definitely something you got to work at. but you have to do less work, the better you get. And the more following you get, the bigger you grow. And the more you grow, the less you have to post. Um, because you don't have to try to reach people over and over as much, because your videos cycle through longer when you have a bigger following. Obviously, you have more people at your fingertips that will watch it that are already on your platform. So I hope that makes sense. I hope this was good. I didn't get a chance to click over to the groups. I'll probably have that. I have put some freebies in here in case some of you guys plan a product launch. Just some extra information. This has not a lot to do with social media, but some. So if you're planning your marketing, your design, your strategy, and launch, just some extra information. And the big three, your ROI, your return on your investment, niche markets, supply chains, that's down the line. But hey, I have faith that all of us are going to go to the next level in business and scale up and eventually become 6 to 7 figure earners right here on this beautiful thing we call social media. It can be done. Okay. Set a goal for yourself. And this is free. It's not on here, but set a goal for yourself for followers. Like maybe say this week I want to earn 10. This week I want to earn 100. This whatever. Set a goal. Set a weekly goal, a monthly goal, and a yearly goal for your platforms, and go after it. And go after it hard. Hit it hard for 3 months. Hit it hard for 6 months. Whatever your goal is, and just give it a shot, because it can work. I remember when I finally hit it as hard as I could and threw everything I had into it and focused on what I wanted to do, I began to grow. So I stayed consistent for 3 months straight. I stayed consistent. I posted my 3 a day. I didn't care if I got 2 views, 3 views, 5. I posted my 3 a day, and I posted every single day for 3 months. I did. I posted every day for 3 months, 3 a day. And my platform, people finally realized this girl is not here to play. She's really serious about this. And I began to grow. I did all of the things that I told you guys on here, and I will continue to do those things. I will continue to level up. I'll be back with more information as I continue to grow, as I begin to collab with people and hopefully secure some serious brand deals. I have small businesses that I market for, and they send me products and stuff. But when your girl solidifies a chain deal, I am coming back to share that information. Yes, I'm prepared to be sick of you, Cuzzo, and it's going to be good in a good way. So, anyway, I am prepared to be sick of all of y'all, and I am prepared to go to y'all places and see y'all growing. Y'all feel free to inbox me. Feel free to reach out to me, get on my videos, get on your videos, and I'll be on y'all's, because I want to see y'all grow. Like, that's the whole point. I need testimonials, okay, case studies of folks who use what I had to get what they needed to do. And the more I learn and the more I grow, the more I will do these classes. I just gave a quick summary of who I am and what I'm doing in my brand. I thank y'all for coming. My email address and my website, which a lot of y'all know because y'all signed up for this class, and y'all are and my other folks as members. So I just want y'all to know I appreciate y'all being in here. I appreciate y'all purchasing this class. Share my content with other folks. Let them know what I'm out here doing, what I'm teaching. If y'all want me to do a part 2 and get deeper into the monetization parts, or whatever part y'all want me to do, I will come back and do it as I grow. I showed y'all what I knew about Facebook, a lot about other platforms, but I'm continue to grow, and it's an ongoing thing. Facebook is fast moving, it's fast paced, so I'm always learning more. But anyway, that is a conclusion for our class. And I hope y'all learned something. I loved having y'all on here, and thank you, ladies. I know some of y'all have already logged off. Thank y'all. Thank you so much, Tasia, for coming in here. I appreciate you, Cuzzo. And you inbox me or you text me, let me know what else you need, and I am happy to share away. All right, y'all, have a good night. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, and I will email y'all a copy of this. If y'all drop y'all email in the chat for me, and then ladies, I know I'm still live on YouTube. Y'all drop your emails over there for me, and I will definitely send you guys my PowerPoint, because it has that extra stuff on it too that I didn't go over tonight, and all the things that we went over as well. All right. Y'all have a good night. And I'm gonna live.